They are setting up the kill zones. And the way we can see that is because now there's more information coming out. In his maps, I'm going to show you more maps, more details, how they're going to get their citizenship very fast, in what states. We got to take you down there. And then my insider coming out towards the end, getting into where all this leads to, also checking out DC, and they're like setting up a post-election and pre-election game. You need to sit here and listen to this because it's going to be very important. I'm watching the illegal immigrant gang watch, and they've already started the massive attacks on people. It's ridiculous now. I mean, the video that I'm showing right here is a neighborhood where all this is going on, and it's in Dallas. I had to clip out some parts because I can't even show everything, but as you can see, there's gunshots in the background. You can't even hear it, but it's getting wild. And in these zones is total lawlessness, no police response. That was illegal alien gangs are taking over American cities. Watch this group of Venezuelan illegals beat the man that was freaking just helpless there. And that was what was happening in that video. And in other areas, how do I know they're setting these zones up? Well, we'll play a clip of what the police are saying. We're also playing the military joining in with everything. And they not only are able to do that, they're able to burn cars, they're able to do whatever they want. And there are no arrests being made at all. There are zero efforts for arrest. And so we got to give you, what does that mean for us and how do we move forward here? That's what we're going to be talking about, because this is important, because these aren't just gangs. These aren't just gangs. We're going to get into what we're dealing with here. First, before we do, and before we...
Okay. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. I want to start off by giving all praises. Let me say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Halal La Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakha Kodash. All right, double honors to my apostles and elder bishops here in Great Millstone. Salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. All right, scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to you, brothers, family. All right, sisters, and your families. May the Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai protect you in these days. Protect us. You know, I hope to be a part of that number of the elect to being delivered. And you know, this video here, I saw a couple of clips I like to share. Let me say this first and foremost. You know, tuning into these videos from different men, women who cover the news, reading articles. You have to chew the meat and spit out the bones. All right, do your research. Don't always believe everything you hear, but information is information, and it's whether you take heed or you don't. All right, we know that the Lord is going to fulfill prophecy, and we're seeing it because the status of America is decaying. All right, it's basically decaying. It's rotten, and it's expired, and soon the Most High is going to set it on fire. So ain't nothing good here, ain't nothing coming good to Babylon. Oh, I'm thinking about a scripture. Take Balm for her pain. Maybe I could bring that out. But these few videos I want to play, you know, nothing in order. Just a few videos I saw. I thought it was interesting to share if brothers didn't see it. If I remember, I'll leave the links. Sometimes I forget once I load up. Forget all about the video, just moving on, you know. But if I remember, I'll leave the links. If you want to watch the video entirely, this cat, I've noticed him this summer. Never seen him before that. His name JW. He got his own channel. I don't watch every video that come from him. Sometimes it be off the wall, alien type shit, whatever. We stick in the scriptures. Our foundation is the Bible, okay? Our foundation is the scriptures, so we stick to the script, which is believing in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, through the faith that he has given us as a gift, all right? And you filter through the scriptures. So this is just, warnings, alarms. Of course, you should know if you active in this truth, you occupied in the word, you know. All right, he's talking about, he's going to go into about the Venezuelan gangs, the migrants that's coming here. I saw another video that kind of linked to what he's saying from just a regular YouTube cat. I guess he came across my feed. The title interests me. I clicked the video and I listened to the video, but I'm gonna play that video. Let's continue on in this video and let's see if I can let it play a little bit and get to the next video and call it a lesson. I don't have scriptures on deck, so I'm gonna flow in the spirit. All right.
Show you the clip of the military getting caught as well. You need to listen to this clip if you haven't heard it, and then I got a lot more coming, because this was the Culver City Police Department of California that said this after an illegal came in.
We'll grab this information and see what we can do, but like I said, can you please collect the information?
He said that he's already illegal. He already said that he went to...
Okay, hold on, let's back up a little bit. First off, we're a sanctuary city. Even if he is legal here, we cannot call ICE.
Okay, but you still have to report that, right?
No, we don't. Because it's a sanctuary city. We do not report illegal undocumented.
So you're gonna let a person who went to prison, he committed a crime in America, who's illegal right now, you're gonna let him go free right now to this elevator?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Because we're a sanctuary city. I've arrested a double homicide suspect in this city before and let him walk out the door because we're a sanctuary city. We're not gonna call ICE to come pick him up and deport him.
He came to pick up $320,000 from him on...
He's arrested a double homicide suspect, let him walk out the door. So that means that, killing people is totally fine in their eyes. Well, if that means you gotta defend yourself for real, because it's finna really amp up.
All right, so, he says sanctuary cities, and I never heard of that before, so we gotta look it up. And I Google searched it, and it's what Google says about sanctuary cities. What does being a sanctuary city mean? It says a sanctuary city is a municipality that limits or denies its cooperation with the national government in enforcing immigration laws. So basically, these are immigration laws. And you know what? Come to think about it, I remember last year, summer, at the park, I seen immigration police, and they had like regular cop cars, but the colors on the car was slightly different, and I forgot the name of it. It was a name. It was different. It was distinct, because when I looked at it, I said, what kind of cop car is that? I forgot the name, but that must have been the immigration police, I guess, or that organization for that department, that policing for that department, when I seen them at the park. Now, this is new to me, so I've never heard of this sanctuary cities. So now we just read what does being a sanctuary city mean, right? And it says a sanctuary city is a municipality that limits or denies its cooperation with the national government in enforcing immigration laws, right? A city's council and mayor will usually declare itself a sanctuary city and subsequently enact measures and policies that are welcoming and favorable to migrants. So they have their own laws here. And that's the past. This is what he's trying to get into, and what the police were trying to, I guess, explain for that situation. So they're taking advantage of it, because you can't deport them or tell on them. So when they commit certain crimes and you report, it might get overlooked. So what is that doing to this place called Babylon the Great? It's furthering destruction. It's furthering destroying the destruction of society, you know? And some of these guys, whistleblowers, you know, other news reports that I've seen saying it's an inside job, which, you know how E play. You know, it's strategic to put them in here to, you know, push forth their agenda, cause the chaos. You know the slogan, or the tactic that they use. Auto ab KO, problem reaction solution. They create a problem, the people react, then they bring a solution. All right, and it looks like they're going to war with the hood, with Jake. Well, they are Jake. Excuse me, they are Jake, which Jake is short for Jacob. But the Venezuelan gangs, which is now I'm understanding, is also backed by the cartel, and the cartel is also hand in hand with the mind control, because they're getting the support there, and that's why these things are happening. You know, this devil playing a dirty game, you know, but it's all to his advantage, to pushing his agenda. But it's also, first of all, it's the will of the Most High if it's done, because it's going to lead to Bible prophecy, which is Jacob's trouble. You know, these migrants that are here is here for a reason. All right. You know, they're here ultimately for some, the very few, which is possibly of the elect, to get delivered. And there's more of them, of Jake, that's going to come here. Even the heathens coming here to also be judged by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right. Because Babylon the Great is going to be that lake of fire that's written in the scriptures. That is Babylon the Great, aka America. All right, and we believe that from what is written biblically, not because we made it up. All right, biblically, that's the Lord has sent forth the prophets, man. He blew his breath upon those dry bones, you know. So get it while you can. Now I also looked up, because it's sanctuary cities, right? I put in I put in sanctuary cities instead of sanctuary city. I put in sanctuary cities, and it says, what are the 11 sanctuary states? Now let me click this more items real quick so I can get all of it. And it says, what are the sanctuary cities and why do they exist? And I got like an article here, all right, from the Global Refuge, right? I'm not going to read all this. I'm just going to read, let's see. I'm just going to read the cities. It says, as of March 2021, and that's what, well, 2021, this is 24. So as of March 2021, the following states claim sanctuary status: California, Colorado, Connecticut, Illinois, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington. And that's mainly where these migrants are at. All right, which is Jake, you know. And you got heathens here, okay? You got the Moabites, you got the Hamites. All right, you got some of everybody here, you know, but you see a lot more of Israel, you know, Issacharites, you see them. All right, the Zebulun, you know, you see more of them. You know, you kind of recognize, well, it depends on where you live. Salakia, probably depends on where you live. Where I live, I see more of Ham, I see Issachar, you know. I don't see a lot of Zebulun, you know, or Manasseh. I know that's my area. You know, it's a lot more. I'm talking about migrants, all right? Not regular people that been, you know, the regular people. You know, the ones that been here, the ones I see, and I see the sprinkle of Moab that look different. You know, I can tell they not from here. The dress code they wear, the whole little spirit, you know, how they walk and talk. He like, yeah, they not from here. But anyway, right? Had to look it up because I didn't know about sanctuary states. But now we know. All right, so let me play more of the video.
It's gonna get really wild. Here's a lady who was putting out a video clip exposing a lot of what was going on, and they took her video down. Check it out.
So I told y'all about what was going on in Chicago, and they took my video down. Why don't they want me talking about what's happening?
Salakia, I'm gonna wind that back, but let me read this. It says Global Refuge staff, which is going back to sanctuary cities, right? This is that article. It says the combat closed borders, detention and deportation. Communities across the country are proclaiming sanctuary city status. Sanctuary cities exist from coast to coast and promote the ideas of human rights, separation of local and federal law, and empowerment of communities to grow with the help of immigrants. Cities that pursue sanctuary cities policies do so for various reasons, all of which relate on some level to human rights and community growth. So they got their own sort of world, which is their own sort of laws, but they're in society with everybody else, you know? And this is when you're going to get the chaos and the confusion from. So when E pulled the plug, or let me say Yahweh Shimi Hawashai pulled the plug, it's going to get real, all right? It's real, but it's going to get real, all right? And we seeing it. It's going to be tough, man. So let's continue on in the video and hear what these folks got to say.
What was going on, and they took her video down. Check it out.
So I told y'all about what was going on in Chicago, and they took my video down. Why don't they want me talking about what's happening in the hoods across the country right now? They took my video down because I told you that they are forming gangs from these other countries across the hood in the US right now. They took my video down because I said my friends are calling me and telling me that something is going on and that they're on every street corner all through the hood. And on that video, people in New York, in Colorado, in Phoenix are all saying that the exact same thing is happening. Why don't they want us to talk about that? We better wake up and we better start talking to each other, because it looks like they are using us, and they are going to use this open border issue as a way for us all to go against one another. The video hasn't even been up a whole hour. It had almost 25,000 views, and they know that something stinks.
So moving on into it, they're doing that, and we're gonna break down another map. Guess what happens? Remember we said, oh, they can become military, they can become police, they can become all that. Well, it looks like this is what they're doing in these states. Secretary Mayorkas announced that all migrants who settle in Michigan, Wisconsin, Georgia, Nevada, Arizona, and Pennsylvania will be granted citizenship before November, meaning that they're able to do a lot more than we thought, and they'll probably be already because, you know, militarized or more. Who knows what's going to go down? They put out a new map. I wanted to show you because I had another map. One need only to look at this map to see where violence from illegal invaders will attack. Realize that there is an invasion of army, of violent gangs of men in military fighting age from state sponsors of terror are all allowed under the Biden-Harris regime, they say, which this has been happening for years too. Pay $2,200 a month to be here. They get health care, and let's not forget they will be able to join the military or law enforcement as soon as they have they get expedited path to citizenship. Military law.
All right, yeah, and don't forget, you know, what we witnessed also a few months ago. A lot of these migrants are here to serve in the military. We know that also the U.S. military is in need of members, of men, bodies, men and women. They got a draft that they want to activate, I believe, in 2025, where from 18 to 26, and it's already been said in certain videos or showed that, you know, they're sending out letters for certain men that are from 18, or men and women, excuse me, 18 to 26. You know, there was a guy that I saw, Edomite, I forgot what I watched. I know what I watched, I can't remember where. It was on a newscast, and the dude said, he mentioned, might have been redacted or one of the other ones, maybe the commercial one. But anyway, dude was saying that in 2025, because they enacted what was it? They said the NDAA, the National Defense Authorization Act, has been filed, and I believe is going to be activated in 2025. And we used to bring that out years ago, you know, from our head apostles, bishops, elder bishops, brothers here in Great Millstone. All right. And I remember talking about it and saying it a lot a few years ago in the camp, you know, bringing it up, because with that being passed, this means that they can detain you, they can kidnap you, and they can do whatever they want, and you won't see a judge. You know, they can basically just come pick you up and say that you did this, and then ship you off somewhere, put you in Guantanamo Bay or wherever they want to hold you at, and then that'll be that. You know, it's basically kidnapping at its finest, you know. But it's other things added to it. You can look it up. I haven't looked it up in a while, discrepancies of it, but it ain't good. All right. But what it is, let me say, it ain't good, but it's good because it's bringing us to the next level. All right. Our Lord Yahweh Shai is about to return. And remember, brothers, and remember you few sisters, to keep the faith in the Lord and don't doubt. You know, the persecution of the Lord's elect, of the Lord's chosen. What's that? 2nd Esdras 16, I believe, at the end of the chapter. All right. Or is it 15 at the end? One or the other. You know, the great persecution. You know, it says he shall come like madmen, sparing none. But it's all due to prophecy because it's going to fulfill the Lord's will. What's written already. You know, so we got to keep the faith and be strong. This is why it's very important to pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Be active, be occupied, stay sincere, don't be phony, you know, don't be no fucking fake ass, you know, fake ass dude putting it on for the camera, you know. But hey, you know, we got to be sincere in this thing. The elect is gonna, you know, be for the truth, man. All right. And anyway, so let's continue.
Of course, man, as soon as they have, they get expedited path to citizenship. So who knows if those ones already served in the military. Here is the map right here that was pulled out. And you can see where the city, the red dots are. You can see where the concentrated invasions are happening at. I had a map too. That's in another video.
Okay, we're going to move on. You can click and watch this video, Lord willing. I'll keep the link, put the link, and you can watch the rest of this video. He do expose a little bit more, whatever. You can, you know, watch it for information. If not, not. Okay. All right, but let's move on to this other video.
Purpose they serve in the present day. Here's but this channel is not devoted to promoting.
All right, quick backdrop. I don't know who he is. He came across the feed. All right, and I clicked the video because of the title. And he actually, you know, he's a, I guess, ex-gang member, and he's speaking of what he understands is going on when it comes to the gang, you know. So you can, you know, take it. You know, another thing too, I watched his comments and stuff, and a lot of people feel, you know, offended. You know, he even said it. You got civilians that's not taking heed to what he's saying or what other people are saying, because the comments show, you know, they was telling him, oh, get a job, you know, who cares about the hood and all this stuff like that, but they missing the message. Because once they start taking over and having certain things, it's going to affect regular people, you know, and then you're going to be looking for somebody to protect your ass, you know. So it's kind of stupid to make stupid remarks like that. Also too, you know, hey, we're Israelites, we're brothers who believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. We're not a part of that gang shit, you know, but don't get caught up watching this video and feeling offended because he's talking about LA or whatever. You know, we not in the world, man. You know, we look at this information or what brothers, whoever bring out, and extract it and filter it through the scriptures, you know, just like that. So anyway, let me play the video.
In any form or fashion, gang culture, I just have an insight on it, first-hand experience. So I speak on certain topics. I do have passion when it comes to certain topics. So that being said, what I said about the villains, I stand on it. I'm not backtracking off of that. I consider them invaders. I do not promote gang violence, but I do promote protecting our communities. And that is going to bring me, you know, to the point of this video. Now, before I get to that, you won't hear shit from Cali about this situation. Y'all heard what's going on in Chicago, right? So these Venezuelans that took over an apartment complex, I think that was the west side. Ain't that the heart of BDGD territory? Woo woo. So they done took over an apartment complex in Chicago now. Y'all still think it's cap? I do not come on here to try to sensationalize shit, or that's not what I'm about. So if I come on here with something, it's A1 Yoda. This is not just going to be relegated to the hood for long. So civilians, and when I say civilian, I do not use that term as a put down. Civilians kind of, poo-poo this away. It doesn't affect you until it shows up at your front door. Because make no mistakes, this shit is going to matriculate to the suburbs. Act Chicago.
Yeah.
It's happening in Cleveland.
And he's right. And on that part, like I said, I don't know who he is, man. I saw the video on the feed. I just listening to what he was saying kind of makes sense. And the videos and reports came up how they, it showed them, I guess in Colorado, I think they was or something, or the West Coast or whatever. I think, or maybe that was Chicago. I'm not sure where it was at, but again, they had the guns going, knocking on every door, removing those people out of those apartments. What else he say? They was also taking over school buses and shit. And a lot of these kids, the season of children going back to school is back, So, so anyway, let me continue.
Cleveland too. I had somebody contact me and say Bedford Heights, a suburb of Cleveland. Now they are dealing with immigrant members moving into black communities. Like I said, setting up shop, powering up, and trying to, house shit. So this is not, this is not going to be a local issue for long, but you will not hear a peep from Cali. You won't hear a peep from Texas, Arizona, Nevada, Florida. Because these niggas, those black gangs in them states are already under cartel control. I got people that drop in the comments, and I understand y'all don't know what y'all don't know, saying we don't have that problem in Florida. Because, we don't have that problem in Texas. Woo. Yeah, because them states are already cartel controlled.
Now, when he said that, it rung bells. Because, we all listen to rap, hip-hop, music, we listen to the artists, we listen to music, man. All right, we men of the Lord, but we also regular people as well. We play sports, we got hobbies, And when I listen to my playlist when I work out, I had a playlist running, listening to Kevin Gates and them and Finesse 2 Times and all the guys that actually speak and have some sort of message. All right, not that stupid bullshit. But anyway, when I'm listening, as you working out, you listening to the lyrics, and the lyrics, what they speaking about really drill into your head because you got the headphones on. And when I saw this video the other day, I went to go work out and I had my playlist playing, and I noticed, like, damn, Kevin Gates, Finesse 2 Times, these guys were mentioning the cartel. And I said, well, damn, that makes sense, because who is actually feeding them? Where do they go to get they resources from when they sell they drugs? All right, they got to go to Poppy, or they got to go to Northern to get what they need, to connect, as they call it, the connect. I hit the connect up. Who they connect? And he kind of made rung that bell in my head, because we spiritual, man. I don't think on the streets. We're not in the streets. All right, we're not ganging. We spiritual. We believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. We don't live that sort of life. Brothers repented from that life if they lived that life before. And brothers are trying to get to the kingdom, trying to be saved by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. So when he said that, I said, well, damn, makes sense. Now I'll leave a link for this video. Not gonna play no more. It's a lot in it. He do make some good points if you want to watch it. Hopefully I remember. So now I want to move on to my last video, right? Bear with me. All right, so I want to play this video, but let me bring this precept out, because this place is finished, man. All right, I know I'm playing videos, but the scriptures got to come out as well. All right, the Lord got to speak. That's why we here, right? Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon have been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. All right, so the scriptures say here in Babylon, which is talking about present Babylon, not the old Babylon, but this Babylon, because this is prophecy. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm from her pain. Take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. And balm is medicine, right? So there's no remedy, no medicine that can heal this place. This place is done for. So that's why we're seeing videos like this, you know, which is just more news out there, right? Whether, you know, distraction is still going to go down, all right? You know the prophecies, you know these things all play together, you know? So check this out. You got this chick here. Saw this on the feed too. I don't know who he is. I saw his video. You know, basically the title of this video. Okay, there we go. It says we all gonna, you know what, in this country, Edom people are calling for unity against inflation in the USA. So let me play this video. Watch her rant.
I went to Target yesterday and bought 2 bottles of hair product, a bottle of shampoo, a box of trash bags, and 1 Halloween decoration. A 5% discount. I went to Target yesterday and bought 2 bottles of hair product, a bottle of shampoo, a box of trash bags, and 1 Halloween decoration. $70 on my Target red card. That's with my 5% discount. My son's looking at the cart and going, Mom, this was $70. We didn't even get anything. Yeah, I know, kid. And he doesn't even remember a time when you could get a 2-bedroom apartment in a decent area of town for $600 a month. Now a 1-bedroom apartment in a mediocre part of town is $2,000 a month. Gas is $5.49 a gallon. It cost me $65 to fill up my tank. Before COVID, my grocery bill per month was $350. Now it's $600 a month, and I buy the exact same amount of groceries. This shit is out of control. What does the bourgeoisie think that the outcome of this is going to be? They cannot possibly believe that extracting every last dime out of the working class by inflating all of the prices and paying us poverty wages is a sustainable economic model. And the thing is that I could be mad at the bourgeoisie all day long, but they are doing exactly what is expected. They are greedy sociopaths. This is what they do. I am more mad at Americans because instead of uniting against this common enemy who is robbing us blind, we are fighting over whether or not drag queens can read books to children. At what point are we going to stop taking this shit lying down, put our foot down, and say, fuck this, and not allow it anymore? We cannot even afford to live in this country. We can't even afford to die in this country. The Republican Party is bought and paid for by the same greedy sociopaths who are robbing you, me, and our families blind every day. They are manipulating you into believing that they are going to save you from the problems that they created in your life. They have not walked a single inch in your working class shoes. They have no idea the struggle that you and I go through every day in this economy just to feed our families and keep them safe. They are gaslighting you into believing that I am your enemy so that you're distracted while they continue to do their dirt behind your back because they know that if you knew what they were doing, you wouldn't vote for them anymore. Why are you listening to them? The Democratic Party, with the exception of a very small few, is filled with weak and spineless politicians who placate to everyone just so that they can get reelected because they want to maintain some semblance of power in Congress. Why are you placing all of your faith and hope in this party to save us? Your religious leaders are funded by the same corporate sponsors who have bought your politicians, and they are weaponizing your faith against you so that you are distracted by a made-up enemy, your gay neighbor or your liberal coworker, so that you are not paying attention to the extreme financial crimes that they are committing against all of us right under your nose. In the richest country in the world, 500,000 people are homeless when there are more than enough homes to house them, and millions of children are hungry or food insecure, having their one free meal taken away from them at school. 10-year-olds are being forced to bear the child of their rapist. People are rationing their insulin and dying because they cannot afford health care. The water's polluted, the air is polluted, the soil is devoid of nutrients because we have oversaturated it in pesticides. We're not going to be able to grow our own food in the coming decades. The planet is literally dying. And they are putting hotels up in space and telling you that they can't afford to pay you a living wage, and you are believing them. This period is going to go down in the history books as one of the most epic failures that America ever allowed to happen. Future generations are going to study this time in history and ask themselves, why did they not do anything? How could they not see? And if you're sitting behind your phone right now and thinking to yourself, it's not me, it's those goddamn weirdo trans kids, then you are the people that they will be talking about. Wake the fuck up.
All right, so you heard it, man. You know, the complaint of this place is going out, the cry. I'm thinking about Proverbs 29. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Malachi 2 and 10, it is polluted, it shall lead to a sore destruction, roughly paraphrasing. You know, so this place is going, man. And that's basically it for the video, you know. Just wanted to play those videos. I thought it was interesting. You know, you get something from it. This place is done, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi, Bahashim Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to my apostles and elder bishops here in Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect scattered abroad. Shalom.